Namaskar. So, what is Rahul Gandhi really up to? Is this a Bharat Jodo Yatra, or is there some ulterior motive in this particular yatra that Rahul Gandhi has undertaken? He's not walking. There is no pada there. There's a caravan of 60 vans. And what else is happening? Is there something that you and I are missing? To understand and read between the lines of this particular trip, I have invited our guest, Sri JVC Sreeram, who's going to cast some light, and he's probably going to look at it from a totally different perspective. So let us welcome JVC Sreeram now. JVC sir, namaskaram and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskaram, it's my pleasure, sir. Yeah.
So JVC, so you are very, very closely connected with politics, especially in the South, and you've been closely following this yatra. Is it really a Bharat Jodo Yatra, or is it something else? I don't want to say Todo Yatra, but I just want to understand from you what you think is happening.
It is neither Bharat Jodo Yatra, nor it is Congress Jodo Yatra. It is a yatra to protect the treasures and money of the Congress party by the family. When I say family, it includes 2 members of Vadra family and 2 members of Nehru Gandhi family. Robert Vadra, Priyanka Vadra, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Because there are some sane voices which have started to come out from Congress itself, like Mr. Manish Tiwari, Shashi Tharoor and Karti Chidambaram. When I say sane voices, they are asking relevant questions. They are asking that how can you conduct an election inside the party without even knowing who are going to be the electors, who are going to be the voters. Publish. Just few days back, you have seen in Conservative Party in Britain how they conducted the election, where 140,000 people, voters were there, and both the candidates went around campaigning with them. No, but that's not there. You have hardly 9,000 and odd people, delegates, who are going to vote. But who are they? Karti Chidambaram is asking a very pertinent question. You need 20 people to propose. Now, I would not even know whether those who are proposing are voters or not. And my candidature may get rejected. So, very clearly, they do not want the party to go into the hands of any other person other than either Gandhi family or a loyalist of a Gandhi family. Because money is involved. Too much of money is involved. We know pretty well what happened to Sitaram Kesri when the election happened last time between Sonia Gandhi and Sitaram Kesri, and then Jitendra Prasad. Okay, that was the last time we saw. So now they don't want anything of this kind. Rahul Gandhi will take up the party presidency if the yatra goes well in Karnataka. If the yatra gets a flop in Karnataka, he will appoint a puppet. Why? They want to ensure that the money is going to be in their control. If National Herald can have properties worth thousands of crores, what could be the value of properties of the Congress party, sir? One is not even thinking in these lines. Each state, the party has got Gandhi Bhavan, Satyamurthy Bhavan, all those Bhavans. Now, do you know what is the real estate cost of these properties? What is the amount of cash which is involved?
Thousands of crores.
It's thousands of crores. So you cannot see, because you can fight Congress politically. But the point is, the Congress has got resources far, 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 far higher than anybody can imagine. And the family wants to be the custodian of these. Because political parties, particularly the dynasty parties, why do they adopt dynasty? Is because each party is flushed with huge amount of funds. And they do not want these funds to go into the hands of a sincere party worker, but it has to stay with the family. That is why dynasty parties are there in every part of India, be it Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, or for that matter, Janata Dal Secular, or TDP, or TRS, or SP, or RJD, or NCP, any party you name. But for AIADMK, JDU, and Biju Janata Dal, these 3 parties are the only exceptions, including TMC has got into that particular thing where our nephew is coming into place. So this is basically to do a projection and image management. But it is turning out to be a disaster. Why is it turning out to be a disaster? I'm sorry, I'm making it as a one-way traffic. You can interrupt me at any point of time. Because yesterday, Rahul Gandhi met George Ponaya. Who is George Ponaya? George Ponaya is the man who gave an hate speech. He gave an hate speech in Kanyakumari. He said Bharat Mata is a very dangerous creature and I will protect my legs because Bharat Mata, if I touch her with my legs, I will get boils in my legs. Such was the kind of speech he gave. He prayed for, he said, I'm praying for a very, very, very extremely painful death of Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. DMK government was forced to arrest him. And Rahul Gandhi gives an appointment to him or seeks an appointment from George Ponaya, where George Ponaya gives him a discourse that why Jesus Christ is the only God and why Shakti is not a God. Now, meeting such people, meeting disruptors like 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘀. Now, what is he doing? Now, if these videos are going to be played around of George Ponaya, translated into various other languages, including Kannada, Telugu, Marathi, and Hindi, do you know Congress? What will happen to Congress? Do you think here is a man who is saying, I'm uniting India, and here is a man who is going around with the person who says Bharat Mata is a dangerous lady? The entire agenda in Kerala, the southern Kerala, because I've seen only southern Kerala, is meeting all Christian schools, missionaries. So it is an agenda. What agenda we don't know, sir. There is something in the toolkit. And then let us come to the narrative. The narrative of the yatra was the fear and hate politics. Now, common men, what are they asking? What fear you're talking about? In Tamil, we have a saying, Madila Ganam Ilana Vadila Edukku Bayam. So why are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? And they are saying, only common man is saying today, sir. Common man is saying, who is having fear? The fear is there in mafia. The fear is there amongst dons. The fear is there amongst the people who kept bombs in every city during the UPA regime. And fear is there in the corrupt, because after having seen what happened to this Partha Chatterjee, where crores of money were stashed, they are saying that is where the fear is. The other narrative, the twin narrative, is fear and hatred. Now, hatred can go to a minority, but it will also cause counterpolarization. And what hatred politics he is talking about? He keeps on reiterating, Rahul Gandhi keeps on reiterating about hatred politics. He says, my father died because of hate politics. Correct, agreed. But your father's death was conspired by Perarivalan. That is what the judgment said. He was a convicted criminal. He was pardoned and let off. And he was received with warmth by Mr. M.K. Stalin, the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. And that same M.K. Stalin is the one who is inaugurating, flagging off your yatra. Now the hatred has gone out of the window. Now, how long can you go on saying these two words, fear and hatred, because you have fear because of your problems with National Herald case. This will not work. And added to that is, if Congress is really serious about, what they're trying to say, the Congress and BJP fought with each other in 190 seats in 2019 election. Out of the 190 seats, BJP won in 175 seats. Congress could rest only in 15 seats, and that too because of the personal popularity. A chief minister's son was defeated in Rajasthan. Another chief minister's son barely scraped through. Local barons like in Karnataka, 1 seat, D.K. Shivkumar's brother, D.K. Suresh won. Now that is what it is. And out of 303 seats which BJP won, in 223 seats they won with a majority of over 50% votes. Now, if we are to believe what Rahul Gandhi is saying is true, then he must be conducting yatra in those places. Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh is where the elections are going to happen in the next few months. And the yatra doesn't even touch there. Mark my words, Mr. Iyer. Mark my words. Rahul Gandhi will not continue and complete this yatra. He cannot. In 150 days, he will not. He will take a break. He will take a break. He will let the yatra to be conducted by yatris. And that's it. So, I see this is a joke on the nation. And he is talking about the RSS and BJP and Narendra Modi is attacking the national flag. Where is it attacking national flag? My father was born during independence. He was there with me in Hyderabad last week. One of them asked, Were you born during independence? My father said I was a teenager while independence happened. But he said the celebration which we saw on August 15th, 2022 is far, far bigger and higher than what I saw in August 15, 1947. Har Ghar Triyanga was a super hit. Now he picks up irrelevant issues, non-issues, because the more you hate Narendra Modi, the more he raises. Sonia Gandhi should give a lesson to Rahul Gandhi, saying that I made a blunder of calling him as the merchant of death. When she called him as the merchant of death, that is when his popularity grew. And unfortunately, the mother and son and the daughter is not realizing the truth.
Thank you very much, JVC, and we shall watch how long this yatra is going to continue. And very, very interesting perspective there. And I think you are very close to the truth, in my opinion. So again, let's wait and see how things play out. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Thank you so much, JVC, for coming at such a short notice to share your thoughts.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Namaskar. Thank you.